Hey, welcome everyone. My name is Cesar Mascorro Jr., and I am with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. And this is the 15 Minutes to Mastery segment, our Selling Saturday segment, where we get into nothing but the sale today. Today is all about the sale. Everyone loves it. So here it goes. Great Selling Saturday. I hope you guys are doing well. Man, I just got back to the home office last night, and it's great time spent with the family for a little bit, relaxed. Uh, very tired, but man, we're back at it early this morning, getting things ready. We've got a new 8-part series, email series coming out. If you're not part of our email group, reach out to me, because over the next 8 days, we're going to send emails with the 8 key factors that you need to implement into your business, your life, to be as successful as possible in manufactured home sales, and really in anything. It applies to everything. It's just not specific to manufactured home sales. But anyway, today we're talking about success, right? And what it takes to reach success. We hear about this all the time, man. That word is thrown around so loosely, and everyone measures success differently. We understand that, right? However, whatever it is, whatever factor you use to reach success or to measure success, it comes down to a very basic there's a factor that is the same no matter how you measure success, a key factor that goes into reaching that success, and that's consistency. Consistency is what will get you there. So today's quote says, success isn't always about greatness, it's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come. Plain and simple, right? You can't measure success, especially not at the beginning. You can't measure success based on greatness. It is all about the consistency, that hard work, that daily grind. And I mean, sometimes grind is a very dangerous word to use, right? Because sometimes we'll get confused and thinking that grind, we got to be on the grind, that it means you got to be working it, and it's nonstop. And believe me, it is nonstop. However, it's not in that sense. Consistency simply means that you're doing you've got the habits in place, and you execute on them daily. You are daily, you're a person who on the daily is executing on the key things that need to get done that particular day to move the needle forward. Because if you can do that consistently, day after day after day, that's what you call massive action, right? You hear the words massive action all the time, being on the grind, and it can be confusing and thinking that I got to go. And believe me, there's lots of days where it is nonstop for me, from the moment I wake up all the way through the time I go to bed. And I'll get up 4 or 5 in the morning, and it's midnight, 1 o'clock at night before I'm going to bed sometimes. A lot of times, especially when you're building something new, when you're starting off fresh, or whether you're a new housing consultant that just got into the business, I tell everyone who comes into the business, you have to be prepared for the time investment that you're going to put into this, right? You're going to have to do that up front, because it's that consistency that leads to success. You can't measure success on how good you are right off the gate. You can't measure success on what everyone is saying about you, or you've got to measure your success based on the consistent hard work. So today on Saturday, right, when we talk about Saturday being a selling Saturday, what I mean by that is today is a day of only sales, man. You have to be consistent with that. You must be disciplined. It also takes the discipline to make sure that each and every Saturday, all you're doing is working on selling. Because every other day of the week, believe me, I know you've got files to work, you've got calls to make to certain contractors, customers, get lenders, to get different things moving forward. However, Saturdays should be dedicated to only selling. If you don't have a customer sitting in front of you, you should be on the phone with one or trying to get one. That's it. Marketing in the morning, phone calls, follow-up, appointments. That's all Saturdays is about. If you can do that consistently, week after week, 52 weeks out of the year, maybe 50, right? If you take a couple of weeks off for vacation, but every Saturday, If you do that consistently, it just becomes who you are. It's that habit, it's that discipline. And you know that you can count on the fact that on Saturday, you are going to be set up for success. Now, that also means that during the week, you got to make sure you're doing the consistent work during the week to have a great Saturday. We're always trying to sell every day of the week. Every day of the week, you're trying to sell. But you definitely need to make sure that your Saturday is set up. If you're going to spend a whole day away from the family on a weekend, right, when most kids are home, although right now they're all home, I would think, because of the holiday break, the Christmas break, but during the year, right, to spend a whole day away and then not have appointments set up, that to me is ridiculous. That to me is just it's complete loss on your behalf. I've done it in the past. I know, and it felt like crap because then sometimes I had to get in there on a Sunday to work because I didn't get done what I needed to get done. I wasn't as effective as possible. But if you put in that work consistently during the week of the advertising and the phone calls, lining people up for your Saturday, you will have great Saturdays, and that will be a consistent thing for you. And then with time, you will reach that great level, that greatness that we're all after. But it takes starting by being consistent. If you're new to the business, it's marketing, right? Placing your ads and phones. That's what it's about. You have to build up that pipeline. You have to get as many people in front of you so that you can get the repetitions in on the daily basis. And on Saturdays, today, folks, for those of you that are veterans, those of you that have been in this for a while, you should be leading by example. You should definitely be having 2 to 3 appointments scheduled, confirmed, ready to go each and every Saturday. There is no excuse for that except for the fact that we just get complacent. We start to just take shortcuts during the week. We're not as effective during the week. What you do during the week, that consistency and that discipline during the week, is what leads to a great Saturday. You want to have that great selling Saturday. You want to reach greatness where you know that Saturday is going to be your day. You need to put in the work during the week. But also, like I always try and share with everyone, or I do share with everyone, is this the idea should be this: you should have one brand new sale by Wednesday, so that you've got the next 2 to 3 days, depending on which day off is. If you get to take a day off during the week, you've got the next 2 or 3 days of the week through Saturday to line up your second sale, because you want to be getting 2 sales a week minimum. That's what you should be at after. And folks, 2024 is going to be that much tougher than even 2023 was. So we need to have that consistency. Today, our email series, we're actually, for the people on our email list, and if you're not on it, reach out to me and put you on it. I think I spoke about it already. But today we're starting an 8-part series on the 8 factors that you need to implement daily into your business and into your life, right? And we're starting today with intentionality. Key factor number 1 is being intentional in everything that you do. Don't be one of those people that just goes through the motions. If you're posting ads, make sure you're posting ads that are intentional. Make sure that your first picture is the greatest picture that's going to catch their attention, because most people aren't looking at your ads. They're just looking at the picture and they're responding based off of that. So you've got to be intentional with your pictures. You got to be intentional with whatever little copy you put in there. You have to be intentional with your responses so that you can then in turn get the phone number so you can get these people on the phone. Because if you're still trying to do everything via text and via just a keyboard and messaging people back and forth, I understand that is how society is today. But you got to understand one thing, folks. Sales is a transference of energy. And if you do not have these people on the phone, you're not going to get that emotion built up in them. And it's going to be more difficult for you to get people in the door. So if you're struggling with traffic, but you've got a whole bunch of people responding to your ads, I'm telling you what the problem is. You're trying to do everything via text, or you're trying to do everything just on the keyboard through Messenger or whatever it may be that ad came in on. Texting is simply to back up the fact that you called. You need to be calling. You need to be on the phones. You need to be consistent with your phone calls, and you need to be speaking to people. And you need to have that passion, that energy, that oomph that's going to make them want to come and see you, because that is how you line up appointments. I don't care how much AI there is, what AI can do. And I know that they're developing some that's going to take over the phones. It's going to start making those phone calls, have conversational experiences with customers to be able to line up sales. But for right now, mate, you need to master your art of being on the phones, of being able to influence people and create that desire of them to come and see you. But it takes consistency in that. It has to be daily. So as the quote for today says, success isn't always about greatness. Don't measure your success based on greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. The greatness will come. So I'm going to leave you with that this Saturday. I hope that you guys have a fantastic selling Saturday. I hope you get as many deals as possible. Hopefully you end up with another 2 or 3, man. Whoever gets the hat trick today, send us a comment here on the link to the selling Saturday video here. We'd love to hear about it. We'd love to shout you out on our end as well, man, because that's what Saturdays are about. And this is also going to be it's the second to the last Saturday of 2023. So make it count. Finish the year off strong. And that way you can have a fast start into 2024. You guys have a great Saturday. Don't forget, folks, get on the website, manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com. Get your full house training cards ordered as well. All right. 50 of the most common objections in manufactured home sales, along with the rebuttals right here of what to say and how to get deals closed on the first visit, because we need every advantage on our side. So you can get those, get them ordered now. There's a bundle package where you get the cards and you get the webinar for the Closure School webinar, where we go over those 8 key factors in detail so that you can take your control of your business. You guys have a great Saturday. And as always, man, I can't wait to meet you.